Boxing science. Do you know how difficult it is to beat a man who's more physically superior to you and has the reach, power, and can knock you out with one punch? That's how special knowing and understanding the science of boxing is. So that's what we're going to break down to you today. The person that we're going to use as an example is the fight that Shakur Stevenson just had. I saw a lot of people going online and making complaints, but they don't understand that the opposite of that argument is I could even box his lights out and make him miss and make him pay, or I could be fast asleep with a knuckle sandwich in my mouth. And that's what people who are on the outsides of boxing don't understand. Boxing is the actual science of hitting and not getting hit. But the best part about boxing is that you can take a person that would have dominated you, one-sided affair, KO for sure, and you can make them eat their lunch. And what we call in boxing at the highest level, when we're going into peak week, is we can pull his ears off. And when you have the right skills, this is kind of why I always make it clear to you before we get going that if you put yourself in position to win in boxing, what Shakur Stevenson has is the innate ability to make adjustments when it comes down to distance. He closes it and he gets outside of the range of his opposition. He knows exactly where that line is and he can toe that line. And at the same time, he can use that line to set counters. Here's what you don't know. Most powerful punchers always telegraph their punch. And when you have that innate instinct, you can see the shoulder flinch or him pull back with the waistline. So you learn how to watch these areas. That's kind of why you saw Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, all of these great fighters who had defensive techniques. Bernard Hopkins, James Toney, they could always watch the inside of the shoulder flinch, boom, and take the half step back, because you're just within a 1 to 2 inch range of them hitting you, knocking you unconscious, and you being out of the range of their punch and able to come over the top and counter. That's why boxing is so unique. Now, a lot of you want to take shorts. You already know you're going to win the fight, because you're not going to sacrifice your health trying to get greedy. That's why the punch output is so low. And if you learn how to do that, what that does is it just sets you up for success every single time. You can go to the ring and know no matter what happens, this guy will not win. He cannot beat me. So what happens when he tries to establish a jab? I pick and I poke. What happens whenever he tries to go to my body? I slide with his punch and counter him, bam. And so what can you do to offset a cutie, a slick fighter, whenever you're fighting against someone who's gonna box your lights out? To see this full video, which you're gonna wanna do, subscribe and see the many stories in the championship world of master boxing. Peace.